It's Toby from Heavyweight MMA, today with Eternal MMA Middleweight Champ Darcy Vendy, otherwise known as the Usurper or King Darcy Vendy. How are you, brother?
Yeah, really well. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I wanted to have a chat with you because I was at Eternal 102 and saw your very quick fight with Chilli. Yeah, I just want to have
Mm.
a chat about your rise, bro. You're doing really well.
No, thank you. No, yeah, it was indeed as quick as you witnessed.
That's it, bro. And funny thing is, in one of your interviews, not interview, one of your posts on online social media thing, it said someone asked you a prediction for Chile, and you said first round TKO, he'll fall ass over head, and then when he's on the ground, I'll smash his fucking head in. I think you pretty much predicted that to a T.
Yeah, no, yeah, well, maybe the ref saw that and then was like, "Holy shit, I see what's coming, mate. This ain't gonna be good." Um, but yeah, no, yeah, I'm always pretty good with the predictions, more than anything, just because I can follow a strategy, so it happens exactly how I think it should.
Bro, something that I find a bit confusing about you is every time I see you in a fight or in interviews, you look like a completely different person. I think it's mostly to do with your hair, but you're always changing the look, brother. You always look different. One minute you look like some shaved head, completely different. Now you look like a fucking Roman emperor or something with all the hair there. I don't know.
And I don't know. I kind of just like have been. Yeah, I don't know. I've literally just been letting shit kind of go as it is and see what happens. Like, I'm not too stressed about the hair. I used to be like really wigged out about like having long hair.
Man, your name Darcy Vendy,
Mhm.
man, it has a bit of a ring to it. You know, when we talk about big name fighters, etc. Just I don't know, there's something about the name, bro. You know, there's something in the name. If you're like Robert Smith or something, it doesn't mean shit. But Darcy Vendy sounds like something that could catch on a bit. Be interesting.
It's like kind of fuck you say that. Like I've never actually heard that from anyone else, but I've always said it to the boys. Like I 100% get what you mean. There's like John Jones, Anderson Silva, Israel Adesanya, Robert Whitaker. They're all kind of like very like eclectic sounding names. Yeah, I get what you mean. Nah, well,
Yeah,
fuck. I'm gonna make it happen. So yeah,
just out of the name, bro. Just the name will do it alone.
yeah.
And bro, looking into your history, man, I've watched a few of your fights before because I was always following Matt Myers and John Fraser, and
Mm.
but looking further back, you beat Jack Della, man. It's a big claim to fame these days with Jack succeeding and being a world champion at one point.
Mm. No, yeah. Well, um, it will become a lot more so when I'm actually in there, and then we can start uh talking about how I think about things. Um, but yeah, no, it'll definitely come to fruition in very near time.
I mean, MMA,
I don't know.
MMA
I don't
fighters,
really put too much stock in it.
bro, MMA fighters are always confident. You have to be at the top of the game. A rematch with Jack Della, would it go the same way?
Uh, yeah, pretty much. I was kind of at that little pause there. I was thinking to myself, like, oh, um, like, is there any upskilling that he's done that's kind of gonna change the fight how it'll be strategically? And honestly, I think he's very much so like the same fighter that he was back then, just a very accentuated version of so. But he still seems to have the very same flaws that he did at the beginning of his career. There seems to be like something in the realm of maybe like I don't want to. I'm not going to say giving up when on his back. That's very fucking stupid to say. Um, but it seems like he's okay with giving a lot of ground when he's like actually on his back. Seems like he's very reversal heavy and not very like piece by piece reconstructing his base underneath him to get up off of the ground, kind of like wrestling get ups. He's very like jiu-jitsu get up from the way that it seems. Yeah. And I think it'd probably end up being the same finish when that time comes. Yeah.
On that, man, your game's are obviously heavy into the clinch on the fence. It's a position you like, I guess, to dominate and drain your opponents. Will I be right in saying that?
Yeah, I think you would. Yeah.
Yeah. And have you done much actual pure wrestling out of interest?
Yeah, when the first gym that I was at, my coach at the time, he weirdly just like approached this dude in the shops and was like, "Hey mate, you look athletic. Like, do you reckon you'd ever be keen to come to MMA?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm like an Olympic alternate for Canada in wrestling, and I'm here studying dentistry." His name's Rehan Merchant, absolute G. And he just had come to the gym and pretty much trained with us for like, I think it was about 3.5 years. And I think we kind of got a big leg up on the rest of Australia at that time. Me and the two other guys that were really into it. And I kind of think that that's extrapolated now into like compound interest of those earlier 3 years than a lot of the other countries, extrapolated into having like fairly better wrestling than a lot of people that are out there right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I'm just thinking about that style, man. I'm thinking about the Contender and something you're trying to get into, and it sounds like you're on the path there. Does it you think about the style? I mean, obviously you're a
Mm.
finisher. You're a finisher anyway in terms of your last few fights, taking everyone out. But in that fight, it's pretty tricky, right, Contender? You got to kind of impress people and whatnot. And you like the fence and the clinching. Do they like the clinch and the clinch and the on the fences, or they like open, standing out in the range, punching? I don't know. It's a difficult one, right? Like, how do you approach a fight in Contender, trying to do a different thing than just win?
Oh, yeah, I think you're absolutely 100% right. No, they like. I'm pretty sure I saw something the other day about them cutting a few guys in particular. Hello, little boy. I've got a mate here with me now. Say hello, Harvey. Um, yeah, no, they like cutting guys that are boring and stuff like that. I can, funnily enough, say there's been some recent developments in my game and the things that facilitate that to happen that'll push me way closer towards finishing fights. How do I put it? Finishing fights of like my own accord as compared to somebody just punching themselves out in front of me and then me knocking them out when they're on Bambi legs already because they're tired. Yeah, and I can very much so do that without the clinch. So I'm sure you'll see in the next one.
Awesome. Funnily enough, I was thinking about you and Quillan, like not exactly the same style, but both of you can drag people into deeper waters with the grappling. And although Quillan's been knocking everyone out, his earlier fights in Eternal, he was really like big on grappling people to death, right? Do you see any similarities?
Yeah. I feel like it like the like say to be honest, I kind of think of it as the amateur level, like the regional level. At that level, people don't really have the uh like presence of mind to do like a lot of reaction based fighting. Um and as a result, like grappling is very effective there. But when you get to the UFC, people are a lot more confident in their ability to like stand in front of people and react and hit a lot of those timings. So you get people a lot more like they're a lot more okay with standing up and kind of like being in firefights and like towing the line. And then you kind of start to see a lot of the knockouts come there, I feel. Yeah, people are just way more keen to be standing up because they actually feel like they can do it without taking an L instantly
Are you
because
looking
they've like had enough fights by that point to be like, oh, okay to stand in front of somebody and like not be the fuck out and like get knocked out and miss my chance of getting to the UFC. Yeah,
are you looking forward to that step up, man, for that next level change?
bro, 100 fucking percent, dude. I'm telling you, like like yeah, I think when I'm there, you'll all see a lot more of the version of me that's the one that everybody sees in the gym because the guys that I'm fighting aren't like one or two note fighters that kind of rely heavily on a single skill set. Um, and they're kind of like more they're fighting. The guys at the regional level, they're fighting. And the guys at like the UFC are kind of are playing a little bit more chess, and I'm fucking way better at playing chess. Yeah, no, I think when we get there, it'll absolutely be like the fights will be a lot easier and a lot more devastating because people are using their brains.
And bro, you liked the fight too, from the look of the last video. Before you went out in your last fight, you looked pretty pumped to get out there. You actually enjoy the moment, right?
Yeah, no, it's like the last two in particular have like yeah, I was carrying a lot of like obviously I had a pretty like scattered past in terms of some failures and shit like on the way to where I am right now, and like I'd taken big breaks in between and stuff like that, and built up like the kind of like self efficacy in terms of my ability to perform. Like I have always had the skill sets. It's just been a matter of like feeling confident enough in my ability to apply it in the moment. And yeah, the last two like have been those ones where I'm like, fuck, like I'm not nervous at all. Like not the last one, but the one before I was like, I'm not nervous at all. Like I'm getting a little bit anxious about not being nervous. And then the last one was definitely the first one where I was like, I'm not nervous at all. This is how it's supposed to be. Like I'm more than confident enough in my skill sets to get the job done. So there's no reason to feel anything but this. Yeah.
Bro, you're into reading, and I imagine that goes along with self-growth. Is that what's kind of helped you? Have you worked on that through reading things and learning about the mind?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's kind of like, yeah, it's spanned across everything. Fucking any little bit of media you can imagine, to be honest. YouTube instructionals. I've done like fucking psychology courses and random shit like that and self-help stuff and anything and everything, really. Become a bit of a, yeah.
Yeah, it's massive in the fight game, man, and the mental struggles. Not quite as hard as the physical when you're training 6 to 7 days a week, 2 to 3 times a day, but it's up there.
Nah, truly. It's definitely been, bro, it's definitely been the main thing for me. Like, I've literally, when it comes to the actual, like, the fighting itself, fighting in terms of it, like being in the gym, and then the psychology, I guess, being the thing that makes it applicable when you actually get in the cage. That has 100% been the main thing for me. And yeah, no, I'm exactly where I need to be for the first time ever. So
And you seem to like animals, bro. I've seen a few videos of you. You got your little cocker spaniel here. The other day, you had some dog run up to you when you were outside doing an interview, and I saw a little border collie behind you, and then I saw you following a cat on the street too. You must have a bit of a feeling for animals.
yeah, no, I don't know. I literally, yeah, now I'm like, fuck, that's a thing. Yeah, no, I don't know. Animals are fucking sick. Like,
Uh,
I tell you, I can't wait. This is actually my teammate Ian's cocker spaniel,
yeah.
gorgeous little boy Harvey. Um, yeah, when like I get my own place. To be honest, we've just moved. That's why the internet was a bit weird before. We've just moved into this place over the last like week and a bit, so we're kind of getting everything up to scratch. John Aiello, and I. Yeah, no, like I was like, fuck, I won't even get like a cat or like another dog or something like that. I'd love to have like, yeah, another, so one more thing to be responsible for.
Nah, they're awesome, bro. I live in an apartment, bro, and it took my wife maybe 5 years to talk me into getting a dog, but we just got a staffy shipped over from Australia. I live in China, shipped her over
Yeah,
from Australia. She's the best ever, man. We just took her for a play earlier. She's so good with the family, and nice dog, hey. She's the best.
like one of those ones where it's like we're not getting a dog, and then it's like dad with the dog, and the dog's like sitting on his head or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't really
That's
think
evil.
apartments are good for a dog, but eventually we did it. Yeah, it's all good. Hey, bro, talking
Nah.
back to your fighting, bro. I was watching your fights again, Matt Myers, John Fraser. I'd seen them before, but I wanted to have a look again before I talked to you. They were nice fights, man. It was really nice to watch, backwards and forwards, grueling fights. I watched Blair Bretag. I hadn't watched that fight before. That Blair Bretag fight, man. There's
Mm.
something about you that was different. Were you injured, or you just apprehensive of his power? You weren't fighting quite yourself, I would say, in that fight. Do you think that too, or no?
That's so validating to hear, bro. Fuck. Yeah, although I kind of just left it alone because I was like, it's a bit fucky, but now you've asked the question, where like nobody really else had. Yeah, no, like the first elbow that he hit me with in that first round, like the combination of blood and Vaseline completely like closed up my left eye. Uh, so I couldn't really see anything past like the first minute out of that left eye. So I was kind of just like doing the best I could with what I had at that point. Um, No, no, you just when you're in there, like nobody's gonna fucking hold your hand. You know what I mean? You got to make it happen. And then after the second round, I got it all out of my fucking eye. I'm sure, I don't know if you noticed, but in the second round, I was starting to look a lot better.
That's true.
Yeah, he slowed down a bit, obviously, as well, considering he decided to like throw a fair few salvos at me. But yeah, no, like I was definitely like more tuned in with my hands and shit, like for the second round. Yeah, no, I was just like, I had a bunch of fucking bullshit in my eye, and I just kind of had to cobble it together until the round ended, and then he just elbowed the absolute fuck out of my head before I could get to the end of the round.
Yeah. All right. You didn't feel like screaming out to the ref, wait, wait,
No,
what?
right. You do that shit and they'll either end it or you'll look like an absolute bitch. So no, I could not, sadly.
Yeah. And bro, looking back too, like the funny thing is, I'm a big fan of Cam Rowston, who will potentially be another competitor for you to face in the future. And both of you guys got KO'd by Isi Fitekifu. I interviewed that lad a while back as well, man. What is it with
Mm.
Islanders and their damn power?
Oh, bro, high bone density, low center of gravity, fucking all that fucking mana they got stored up in their hands. Nah, he's a bro. He just got injured again recently, didn't he?
I don't know about the injury. I know he was fighting. What was he fighting in? What was the competition he was fighting in? The organization? I forget the name of it.
Am I crazy? Is it one?
No, well, you fought in one as well, but I think he was fighting in Baleta or something like not Baleta, but something like that, right? One of those overseas ones.
Oh.
Yeah,
Mm.
from memory.
Yeah, no, I think it was in the fight. He'd like broken his. Oh fuck! I know he broke his forearm at one point, and I think he might have broken something again. Like he just like cannot catch a break. That kind of it's fucked. Because he was what, like I think in the local scene he was like 6 or 7-0, like from knocking when like cooking me and Cam. Um, yeah, no, it's just yeah, it's like shit to see. Obviously that he's fucking like made the choice to go elsewhere and not to the UFC because he's like clearly really good. And I'm sure if he like got his first paycheck or two, maybe that'd be the thing. Like I kind of get the feeling that that's what's up. Like it's kind of a financial stability situation that makes it so that he's like choosing other places. Um, but if yeah, he got the uh, backing to be able to follow through and like be in the UFC, I'm sure he would do like really really well. It would be cool to see him up against the best guys.
Man, it's good to see. It's good to see guys like Cam who are on the regional scene stepping into UFC and doing really well. Right, it kind of elevates everyone.
Mm. No, 100%. I was down in Sydney after my one and watched it the next day. Watched him like TKO old mate. Who was it? Cody Brundage,
Yeah, Cody Brundage
I
looks
think.
great. He's dangerous too, right?
Yeah.
Dangerous counter fighter.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, it was sick. I feel like Cam's gotten like it was literally in that contender fight. Like his striking had just opened way up, or maybe to pay homage to what we were talking about before. Like he's just been absolutely grapple fucking every single one person on the regional scene because they're like unpredictable and a bit skittish, and then you start fighting guys that are professionals, and like everything's a little bit more like laconic and like intentional, you know? So like the like CKB systematic striking can come out a bit more. Like at least it looks that way to me. Very, very cool to see. And yeah, no, it's mad. Like he's blazing a trail for all of the guys in Oz and NZ that are looking to make moves over there for sure.
Yeah, it's a good man. Man, you seem pretty happy about your training environment. You talked a bit in a couple of interviews about like the guys that you train with. Can you talk a bit on where you're at the moment, who you work with the most?
Yeah, TFC with Benny Johnston. I train there every single day. Been there for not every single day. I shouldn't say that actually. Yeah, no, they're like the only day on Thursdays I'll go to CMBT where I used to train. Just for some like big bodies like there's Christian Lapham and Dustin Woodsy and Miles Mueck and a few other guys there that are like really good to go with. But otherwise, every single day I spend at TFC with Ben. He's by far the best like grappling and MMA coach. The end of sentence, really. Yeah, he's by far the best MMA and grappling coach. Yeah.
And what's the gym like there, man? All gyms are different. Like how would you describe the fight center?
Uh but one, it's fucking huge, and it's got kind of all the things that you need. But The main, like it's kind of like the way I always imagine it. Like oh damn, I can't remember where I'd seen this before, but it was effectively talking about like businesses that would be owned by, say, like a somebody that turns it into like a self-perpetuating business versus like a Apple, where it's like it doesn't work without Steve Jobs. I kind of feel like at least right now, it's kind of one of those ones where it like doesn't work without Ben. Um, and like for really good reason. Like he's the one that keeps the ship afloat and keeps everybody like where they should be in like short-term, long-term progression paths in terms of the skills and like good management of the fights leading up to like their short and long-term careers and stuff like that. And he is very much so the like impetus for all of the success that's coming out of that joint. Yeah, it's fucking tops.
Nice. Man, I think you just mentioned about the bad grappling. Isn't Ben a Muay Thai fighter in the beginning? Isn't that his base? It's kind of
Yeah.
cool that you
Right.
mentioned the grappling.
He's fucked. Yeah, bro. He's definitely the best grappler I've ever been with. Yeah. Like that was like, you know what I mean? Like kind of like MMA striking is very different and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong, he's fucking elite. Like he's good. Um, but yeah, no, if you were to like go like what's the thing that would separate him from everybody else, I would 100% be like, yeah, it's the grappling. Like he's got that the right type of mind to intake say like instructionals and things of that nature and like systematically break them down and make them digestible for the students. Yeah. Instead of it kind of being this thing where it's like, I've done BJJ for 10 years and here's like the information that I learned via attrition and am going to like regurgitate to you in some like fucked up Chinese whispers format that you get like seven hands down the chain and now it just like makes no fucking sense. Yeah. And I'll like explain it with like weird what's the term? Analogies and shit like that. It's like it's just A to B information, and it's that simple. Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
I'm a bit fucking disheartened to be honest with BJJ, bro, with the way some gyms have it. Like you're going in there and you're sitting on your ass and tangling your legs up with someone and stuff. Just drives me a bit mental to be honest. Like I need that realism, like why am I doing this? Like you're saying about understanding why you're doing something and not having lost the reason that you're actually training, not training to sit down on your ass and then entwine yourself with someone. You're training to get to that position, get out of that position, rotate to another position, I don't know, drives me mental.
No, 100%, bro. It's fucked. The whole like, unless you're like a tippity top level jujitsu gym, like it's just not like that. Like it's a fucking they're effectively just all like watered down franchisees at this point, and it's like they're doing the have you ever like there's like a term like I think it's like intent or product obsolescence. Like Apple intentionally makes their products to break so that you have to spend money to like fix them and shit. And it's like almost the same thing. It's like we're gonna like drip feed you information in like a really scattered way to be able to make sure that you like stay long enough and keep paying fees and all that kind of shit. And it's like, bro, get fucked. Like I know this is how I feel about it when I like talk to coaches and stuff like that. I kind of want to know, I want a good enough understanding to know that what they're telling me is applicable to what my goals are. But some coaches would be like kind of afraid of that because they'll be like, oh, well, like this just means you're kind of going to like make me obsolete. Like you borderline take my job and do it to other people or take my job and not really need me to pay for you anymore and shit like that. It's like, bro, I don't want to fucking think about those things. Like I want it handed to me on a platter, please. Like I just need to know enough to know that you're not a fucking bullshit artist. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like that's a lot of the time how it is with these gyms. And then like you start asking questions and they'll be like, hey, shut the fuck up, bro. Like,
Just follow the instructions. Yeah. Bro, and
exactly. There's a hierarchy here, cunt. And it's like, shut the fuck up.
and bro, the grappling integrating into MMA, like I think you see it in a lot of people's games that they do everything separately and then it comes into the fight and people will be grappling for grappling's sake and then they'll stand up for stand up's sake, not putting them together. You got a few good fighters around now that put him together. But even for me, even Islam Makhachev, man, he's not like Khabib. He's not doing damage in the grapple. He's grappling for grappling's sake because that's what he does. You got other guys, not to really compare the two, but guys like Don Marfan, because I follow him pretty closely. Like he's always trying to do damage in the grapple. I like that, man. Is that how you kind of train as well? To be doing a lot of damage, like at all points?
Yeah, no, 100%. At the end of the day, I kind of feel like if you're leaning to one side of the fence in terms of being like in control of the opponent, you're not really doing it efficaciously. If you were doing it well enough, it should create enough openings from the other guy trying to make space and get out that will lead to you having opportunities to create damage. Like, obviously, we're all really good, and like people are good at getting up and defending themselves and shit like that. But like, if you're controlling somebody effectively, they should probably be trying to get up. And when they do, the limbs that they're spending to get up off of the ground, you should probably be smashing them in the head with that one, you know? Yeah, 100%. I would say so. Actually, I shouldn't. I was about to say something. A pretty statement, to be honest, but yeah, no, we'll leave on.
Bro, I heard you say that you're not interested in too much social media. Is that something you're going to push a bit? Because when you get into the big show, it's all about that, right? It's all about what you can give them to help them be, get more viewers, etc. Is that something you're going to do more of?
Yeah, no, probably what I was just about to say would go off like a fucking this is go off like, what is it, firecrackers on the 4th of July. I'll be a lot more open to speaking my mind when I'm kind of like just on my way to getting there / getting there. Feel like when you're kind of at the regional level, it comes off a bit fucking hoity-toity, you know? And I don't really think that there's anybody that deserves to be trodden on at this point. But when I'm back at the bottom of the barrel, and I know that I've proven myself to the rest of the country and the world to say that this is where I should be, then I'll talk as much shit as, it's not shit, I'll just tell as much truth as I want. Yeah.
Nice, man. The video you and your mate did leading up to Eternal, that was pretty cool, man. That was a good watch. Can I continue that sort of thing?
The video that me and my mate did, was this on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, all the vlogs and stuff, they are pretty much the only reason all of that stopped was because we just had a lot of like moving parts. Hello. We had a lot of moving parts going on like in our lives outside of training, and kind of wanted to get them all nice and stable before we started them up again. But yeah, that is very much so going to be a staple. Yeah. Stay tuned to the Gas in the Tank podcast.
Gas in the Tank, yeah, that was the one. Bro, yeah, well, I don't want to keep you any longer, bro, but just a finishing note. What's the plan for 2026? You're looking, I believe you're looking for Contender, then having a couple of fights in UFC. That'd be your ideal path, right?
Yeah. No, there's one potential one in the very near future. This is obviously pre-UFC. One in the very near one in the very near future potentially, and then one guaranteed one that's like a little bit further down the track that'll be very close to the start of Contender. Not super close, but enough time that like they'll have a little bit of leeway, and I'll be right back into it. And then it's pretty much Contender mid-year. Like by the time they start matchmaking for that is right when I'll be having this next fight, and it'll be a real good shout for the guys watching. Oh, I've already given too much away. It'll be the day before the Perth card. So yeah.
Oh, nice, bro. Yeah, fuck. I saw that one come up. I'm like, shit. Can I afford it? I just came over to Sydney and watched Sydney. Can I afford to get over to Perth too? Fuck. I don't know. We'll see.
You give you fucking 3 a year. That's a lot of money.
It is, man. When you got to fly over and get hotels, and then the tickets are expensive as fuck as well. Yeah. Anyway, here's what it is.
That's
well, bro. Anyway, man, thanks for your time. I want to keep you longer. Looking forward to your rise. Hoping 2026 is a nice, clear, good year for you, and you get what you deserve.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm sure I will.
Awesome, bro. Thanks, man.